Hey y'all, so this is going to be a recording of a new space in ClickUp that I'm creating to better organize my YouTube videos. I've already created the space. All I did was I came over here and I hit the new space button. Oh no, I'm sorry. I did not create the space. I actually stopped creating the space because I knew I was going to record this. So you'll come over, once you log into ClickUp, you'll see on the left hand side all of your spaces. I have a ton of spaces because I use ClickUp, but if yours is new, none of this stuff will be here. So you'll just click new space, and I'm going to name this my YouTube content planner. And I'm going to hit next. And when you hit next, it takes you over to do a space description. So this is my planner for tracking video content, topics, production, and getting monetized in less than 90 days, which is my goal. Okay, it's YouTube. I'm gonna turn it pink. You can turn it any other color you want. Actually, I really like this like bluish turquoise. And I'm going to hit next. It is an agency workspace, meaning that anybody who is a part of my team can see this. If you want it to only be for you, you can actually go backwards and you can hit private and lock it. Maybe I'll just hit private. Okay, so my statuses are going to be planned and ready to film. Nope. Actually, I'm going to change that. I'm going to change this to planned. And then my next status is going to be ready to film. And then if something is ready to film, but then what's my next step? Then I film it. My next step is going to be needs to be edited and scheduled. Okay, so these are my statuses. When you're doing any type of project, you're going to have statuses and phases where different things that are happening in your project, different tasks, are in different phases of being completed. So for me, when I'm doing YouTube videos, I have my planning, and then I have, once the video is like planned and mapped out and I know what I want to say, then I have to film it. And then once I film it, it gets filmed, and then I come back a different day and I edit it, and then once it's edited, I edit and schedule on the same day. So this is really based off of like my actual let me do another like green type color. Bam. I like ombre stuff. So this is really based off of like my actual process. So before you come into ClickUp, you do want to have some idea of like what your process is going to be or what your process is like, because then it makes it a lot easier to plan out your ClickUp. So you see how quick that was for me, because I already know I plan the video topics, then I film it. I plan the video topics and then it's ready to film. Once it's ready to film, I film it and then I edit it, and then I edit it and schedule. I edit it one day and then I schedule it another day. Okay. So I've got my statuses here. It also gives you an automatic status, like a closed status of completed. So you can just leave that. So I'm going to hit next. It's asking me what type of click apps do I want to use. Priority just means like if you want to mark some content topics more important than others. So if I was doing like seasonal topics, I would need this priority. So I'm just going to leave that because I might actually need it. Email, I don't need. Custom fields, I do need. Time tracking, I do need. Tags and multiple assignees, I don't necessarily need. Now, if you're working with an editor, you might need multiple assignees, which basically just means once I film a video, maybe I upload it to Dropbox and then I tag my editor and say, hey, here's a new video that needs to be edited. And my editor can come in to ClickUp, get access to the Dropbox file, download, edit, and then they can come back and put in, once they're done editing, they can upload that edited version of the video up to Dropbox, and they can put a link in that task and move that task from edited to needs to be scheduled or needs to be reviewed before scheduled, right? So if you work with teams, this is really good, but I work by myself, so I don't use everything here. So I don't need that. And I don't use, well, I am going to use tags. No, I'm not going to use tags. I'm sorry. I'm going to use priority to prioritize what's more important. And I'm going to use custom fields. I'm not sure why yet, but I am going to use custom fields. I always leave custom fields turned on. And then I'm going to use time tracking, which basically just means I can keep track of how long it actually takes me to do things, so I can see how much time I'm putting into this project versus what I'm getting out of it. So there's also some other options if you want to do sprint points, incomplete, dependency, whatever. Like, it's not really necessary. So I'm going to hit next. You have different views that you can look at your ClickUp boards in. So I like to look at list view and board view because they're the easiest for me to look at. But I also like to use calendar. So like, for example, when I'm scheduling things and I want to see what days and how often those videos are going up, I might want to look at that in calendar view. So I am going to turn on calendar view. I don't think I need any other of these. Table, timeline, workload. Nope. I'm probably going to use board space, honestly. So I'm going to create my space. I've got all my details there. Here is my new space. It is empty. Okay. So I'm actually going to go to board view for right now. And how board view works is you start on the left-hand side and you move things from the left to the right. So my process that I just uploaded into here, that I typed my my phases of completion in, you can see that they're already here from left to right in the right order. I plan, then I know it's ready to film, then I film on filming day, and then I come back another day and I edit it, and then I know that needs to be scheduled, okay? So for planned, this is where I'm going to put all of my topics. I'm going to take these topics that it's giving me: overcoming perfectionism, practical steps to embrace imperfection. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to paste that as a task. Okay. So now we have that as a task. Then I'm going to add another one. This one, Breaking Generational Curses, a guide to personal growth and healing. I'm going to save that video. Maximizing productivity, top time management strategies for entrepreneurs. Unlocking the courage to be vulnerable, a journey to authenticity. And then mastering sales calls, boost your confidence and close more deals. Okay, so now I have all of these ideas. I can click inside of the idea to give more detail. So like, this is the general like idea for the video. I am going to copy and paste the little description that they gave. Okay, or what I can do, because AI is amazing, I can copy this and I could say explore prompts and write a script for a YouTube video about overcoming perfectionism, blah, 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 blah. So I can have it write me some bullet points and then I can kind of use that as my base, okay? So let's say, for example, like, and it's telling me right now, like, introduce the topic, share personal story or example, explain what perfectionism is and how it can be harmful, discuss the differences between healthy striving for excellence and unhealthy perfectionism. I actually have a video that's kind of already does some of these things. And then go through these steps, okay? So I can use this script as like an outline of what I'm going to say. Of course, it may give this outline to someone else, but if you notice, if you follow the outline, you're actually going to get a different video than someone else. Like, my personal story is not going to be your personal story. Explaining what perfectionism is and how it can be harmful. If I say that in my own words, it'll come out differently than if somebody else was to just look it up on a dictionary. So this is kind of just giving me an outline. Normally when I do my bullet points, I just do this. Like, I take the practical, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, whatever. That's normally how I do it. But I may actually, I don't even like this breakdown. See, you kind of have to like look at it too. Do I even like this breakdown? I don't. Okay. So you can use it to write your script or you can kind of write it yourself. But I'm going to save that so that's there. So what I will do in my planning time, I may say I'm gonna dedicate an hour tomorrow to mapping out my YouTube videos. So my goal may be, I got 5 tasks in here, 5 video ideas. My goal is to get at least 30 video ideas for Vlogmas, or 31 video ideas for Vlogmas, right? So I need to get this number to 31. So anytime I think about a YouTube video idea or something pops in my head or whatever, I'm gonna open up my ClickUp and put that idea in here on this side. I don't have to actually map out the whole video right then. I can do that later, okay? So I'm gonna add all my topics in here, and then I'm gonna set aside intentional time for me to come in here and actually plan out what's going inside these videos. Once I feel like I've planned everything out, then I'm gonna drag and drop this over to the ready to film section. I film once a week. I do batch content creation. Sometimes ideas just come out of me and I gotta film it right then. This is one of those ideas. This video right now was not planned at all, okay? But I was like, you know what? While I'm making this, let me go ahead and record this because it might help somebody. So normally what I do is I batch create on Fridays. And I don't consider that batch creation to be work because I really enjoy creating long form content and the pre-work is already done. The bullet points are mapped out and everything, so it's super easy for me. But I go on Friday mornings, I get my makeup done, and then I head to the studio for 2 hours and I film 4 to 5 YouTube videos during that 2 hours. I normally have like 3 or 4 tops, and yeah, it's like a race from there. For 2 hours, I get those videos filmed. So I know to come to my ready to film section before I was doing all this on paper, but I know that I have some ideas, but if those ideas are not mapped out, they're not going to get filmed during that 2-hour studio session block because I would be taking time to like break the video down to even film it, you know? So I go straight from my ready to film list of videos that are in my phone and I knock out those filmings. It's a lot easier and a lot faster and quicker to film a video when you actually have it mapped out. Okay, now, like I said at the beginning of this video, I cannot tell you how to get monetized on YouTube because I am not. I cannot tell you how to gain thousands of subscribers because I do not have that. I got 1,400 subscribers. What I can tell you is how to be organized, how to be ultimately productive, and how to save the most amount of time as possible using systems, which is what we're doing today. Okay, so I have that stuff in my ready to film. Once I have filmed that video successfully, I go home, I pack up my stuff, I go home, because remember, this is like a 2-hour block. So to get 5 videos in, and each of them are like 10, 15 minutes long, like I'm really banging out videos in the studio in 2 hours. So I pack up all my stuff, I come home, and then I know that I have filmed videos, okay? So I may have a topic that's ready to film, but not filmed yet. And then I have videos sitting on my memory card that are filmed that are not edited. So I pick a day. Sometimes it's Saturday because I just cannot wait because I literally get so excited about editing, video editing. It's insane. I love content creation. So sometimes I edit on Saturdays. Sometimes I wait till Monday if I can wait that long. Y'all, I would edit like 4 videos on a Saturday, like just out of pure enjoyment. So I know that I have stuff sitting on my memory card that needs to be edited, then it'll be in this section. So if it's already been filmed, it'll be here. If it's ready to be filmed on production day, it's going to sit in the ready to be filmed section. If it needs to be edited and it's sitting on my memory card, it'll be in this needs to be edited area. Once it has been edited, I do my editing and scheduling in the same day. I don't have edited videos that just sit on my computer because then they will never get scheduled. You have to know yourself, okay? So if I edit a video, if I say I'm going to edit a video that day, it's also going to get scheduled to post on that day. So once I sit down to edit, I'm looking at my needs to be edited list of videos. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 videos that need to be edited. Okay, let me go one at a time and edit it. Once it's completely edited, I then immediately take that one edited video, I go over to YouTube, I schedule it, I write the caption, and I schedule it, for whenever it's supposed to be. So things will move through. You see how things are like moving through and things are at different stages. And once it's edited and scheduled, it goes into the complete section and it's complete. Okay. So this is going to help me stay organized digitally. It's also going to help me keep a bank of topics overflowing, because the hard part starts to be when you have all these great ideas and you don't really know what to do with them, and they're sitting in your phone or sitting in a journal, and then you get an opportunity to sit down and record, or you meet somebody like me who says, hey, I can help you film 90 days worth of YouTube content in one 6-hour production day, and you don't really know where to start because you got all these ideas all over the place. So a lot of what I do for my clients is taking everything that's in their brain and organizing, just like how I just organized this off the top of my head. Okay. So everything will move from left to right. This is called board view. Okay. It's board view. It's a list, but it's called board view. Okay. This is actually just a name. You can actually double click right here and say YouTube long form content, because I may have a whole nother list. So this is my YouTube space, but I have a list for YouTube long form content. I may have another area for YouTube short term content. That's a whole nother ball game. Okay. So this is just getting my longer video scheduled, the 5 to 10 minute videos. This is getting those scheduled. I may also have something in here like a vlog, which is what I'm recording this week. My weekly vlog. And this is my first time recording a weekly vlog. It's not necessarily something that can be planned per se. I mean, what goes into the planning, I guess, is what am I going to do this week? And out of the things I'm doing this week, what am I filming? Because obviously everything doesn't get filmed. So that gets planned. But I'm ready. Right now, I'm in the ready to film stage because I'm filming it. Okay, I'm in the filming stage because I'm filming it. I know what I need to film. Okay, I know that I need B-roll of getting ready in the morning. I know I need B-roll going to get my kids. I know I'm going to take my daughter to a hair appointment tomorrow, and then I'm going to co-work at a coffee shop, and all that goes into inside this task of longer subtasks and action items that are going on for the week. Then what I've been doing actually is editing at the end of each day. So but I will not move this weekly vlog to needs to be edited until I've edited, each day, and then I need to push it all together. Then I'm going to move it to needs to be edited because that's the last edited that needs to happen. And then I can schedule it and move it to complete. So this kind of helps you like juggling the balls. Now, if you got another person, you definitely need a system like ClickUp, because that other person who is editing, they don't need to be concerned about all this planning and if it's ready and if it's been filmed. They only need to be concerned about this one category, needs to be edited. And that allows the other person on your team, your editor or whoever, your VA, it allows them to actually get more work done because they're not concerned with all of this over here. And y'all are having weekly meetings talking about all this over here that don't have nothing to do with them. They just need to be worried about the editing and the scheduling. So it makes it a lot easier for them and for you as well. Now, for short form content, I have a different process. So I'm going to show y'all real quick what that looks like. So I'm going to click these 3 dots up here, and I'm actually going to duplicate this list because I want to keep, see how it says copy everything? I want to keep the same exact workflow of how I get things done. Okay. And instead of this being called YouTube long form content, I'm going to call this YouTube Shorts. Now it's copying my list. The list has been copied. Now you see YouTube Shorts is popping up down here. This is list view, by the way. If you ever want to see it in list view, you can see it like this. But let's go back to board view because that's what we were looking at. Now, same exact thing, but here's the difference. For YouTube Shorts, I don't actually plan YouTube Shorts and film YouTube Shorts. What I do is I take my longer videos that have already been recorded and edited, and I break those into smaller random pieces that have gems in them, and those end up being my YouTube Shorts. So I'm going to click up here. I'm actually going to go to list view because this is a little bit easier to do a list. And I'm going to keep needs to be edited, right? Actually, I'm going to change this I'm going to keep needs to be edited. But I'm going to add on the end from longer video. It's too long. Okay. So the long video has been recorded. My next step is to edited into 8 to 10 shorts. So for every long form video I have, this list only, for every long video I have, I want it to be edited into 8 to 10 shorts. So any of my videos that, and I'm gonna drag and drop these up here, any of my longer videos that have already been edited, okay? We getting confused here. Let me go back to my list view. And move this stuff up. In list view, when you move things from one task status to the other, these are your statuses, these colored things. The statuses will disappear. Watch, I'm gonna hit refresh. You're only gonna be able to see the ready to film status because that's the only status that actually has task in it. So in list view, if you only have task in one area, you're only gonna see one area, okay? So I'm actually gonna click these 3 dots up here, and I'm going to go to list settings and hit list statuses so we can edit this easier. So in this list for YouTube Shorts, it's long videos need editing. I got to make the status short. It won't let me make it long. Edited into 8 to 10 shorts. So I take my long videos and break them into 8 to 10 shorts. And then scheduled with, oh, no. Once they're edited into shorts, actually there's one more step in between. We add the, what is it called? The words at the bottom of the screen. Add on-screen captions. And then scheduled to post with captions, like off-screen captions. I don't know, that might be too long. Yep, I'll just put scheduled to post. Okay, so my YouTube Shorts are a little bit different. First, I do the long form editing, then the long videos come into this project, and the project takes on the next phase. Now we need to take our long videos that are edited. We need to break them up into small 8 to 10 pieces. From each long video, we need 8 to 10 shorter 90-second clips, 60 to 90-second clips. We need to add on-screen captions, which is right at the bottom, and schedule those to post. That's how the short form content gets done. So I'm going to hit save, and this just got, you see how this just updated? So now we can see on the list where things are. Or we can go to board view. So once my long videos are edited and done, they're all over here, then I know I can move them from status to status, okay? So that's how I am using ClickUp to plan out my YouTube content. That's how I've been able to get literally 60 days ahead. Within a matter of a week and a half, I've been able to get 60 days, 10 weeks of YouTube content planned and ready to go. You can actually see your overall progress too if you just click the list heading, like the top of the list. You can see like what recently has been worked on. If you added any documents, because you can attach documents here as well. If anyone has added any videos or you've added links to videos inside of Dropbox or Google Drive or wherever you store your videos at, that will pop up in the resources section. And then you can actually see how much progress you're making on your overall list of to-do things, okay? So that's how I use ClickUp. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. See y'all later.